Well, hiya everyone, and welcome to this webinar training for NSP UK, in which I will be talking about a combination of some of Nature Sunshine's top products and their synergistic benefits to heart and overall body health. My name is Emma Robertson, and I will be taking you through this information today. Today we are talking about PrΩmega Heart, in which the PrΩmega Daily Support products, which include obviously the Pea Protein Plus and the Super Omega 3, are teamed up with a powerful herbal combination containing ginkgo biloba and hawthorn berries. All three of these products provide really healthy support for the heart and for the cardiovascular system, which I will touch on very shortly. But before I do, let's just take a closer look at the most important organ for our entire body, that is the heart. Now, of course, there is a strong argument that each and every organ within the human body is just as important as the next, because after all, they each play a key role in keeping us healthy and alive. But I have to say, none so as acutely as the heart. With regards to many other organs, if damaged, say, or if they're performing suboptimally, they may continue to do so for many years without really any immediate consequences. But when it comes to the heart, if that struggles and in worst case ends up stopping, then you've literally only got 4 minutes to rectify that situation before permanent brain or organ damage, or in worst case, death. Now, in my opinion, the heart is the most genius and durable muscle in the body. It just simply never stops. It knows when to speed up, it knows when to slow down, and it even knows how to come back into rhythm after skipping a beat. But it simply never stops, unless, of course, something goes seriously wrong. But this constant beating day in, day out, 24/7, is down to its own very special electrical system. Let's just take a quick look at basic heart anatomy here. So our hearts have 4 chambers. They have a left and right ventricles, which are the lower chambers, and a left and right atrium, which are the upper chambers. So the right side of the heart receives deoxygenated blood, and this comes into the heart via the venous circulation, so our veins. And then this deoxygenated blood is pumped to the lungs, where of course it rids itself of CO2 and then picks up fresh oxygen before returning to the left side of the heart, fully oxygenated and ready to be pumped out to the rest of the body via the aorta and obviously the arterial system. So you can see that this relatively small muscle, that is the heart, is responsible for pumping oxygenated, nutrient-rich blood around the entire body, where every cell, every tissue, every organ, vessel, hormone, nerve, receptor, everything in the body relies on oxygenated and nutrient-dense blood. Without this, obviously, our body could not function properly at many levels. So the blood that is pumped efficiently by a healthy heart carries these vital nutrients to the cells, and then also carries what I would call dirty blood away from the cells. And this dirty blood contains toxins and unwanted byproducts of hormones and metabolism, and obviously gets the nasties away from the cells, away from vital organs, takes them to the appropriate places in the body to be eliminated. Our blood is our life force, and it should really easily flow and travel around the body without any major stress, without any blockages, and without any interference. Anything that interferes with the free flowing of blood around the body places a huge amount of stress on the tissue of the heart muscle itself. And this is for 2 main reasons. First of all, the heart, like any other organ or muscle in the body, is in itself heavily reliant on fully oxygenated, nutrient-rich blood in order for its own cells to be nourished and to function properly, in order to keep proper rhythm, in order to pump effectively and optimally. Secondly, the heart muscle will become stressed and it will become forced to work harder if the health of the circulatory system is compromised by things like arteriosclerosis, which is a thickening and hardening of artery walls, also by atherosclerosis, which is quite literally a film of plaque and gunk building up on the inside of the arteries, and high levels of LDL cholesterol in the blood, which is one of the precursors to a build-up of plaque. And of course, all of these can cause high blood pressure. Now, you can imagine if there is a huge amount of pressure and not very much elasticity in the arteries, the heart pumping blood into those arteries has to work incredibly hard. So in order to understand this kind of stress that the heart is under when it has to pump blood into a very high pressured system, I want you to think about blowing air into a really thick rubber balloon. You have to blow really, really hard, so you can almost feel that pressure in your cheeks and in your head and your eyeballs. That's the amount of force that you're having to exert to get the air into that space. And it's the same kind of thing with the heart. So that heart is pumping blood into what should be a very relaxed, a very fluid, a very open, a very flexible space. But of course, when arteries harden, that is one of the worst things for the heart. Huge amount of pressure going through that relatively small but brilliant organ. So what are some of the other things that can go wrong with the heart as a result of a poor vascular system? Well, one we'll all be very familiar with is heart attack, or what we call myocardial infarction, and this is where the heart goes into cardiac arrest. Now, there are many, many causes of heart attack, and some of them are unexplained, but typically the heart muscle can be incredibly stressed because of high blood pressure, as we've already talked about. It can also become susceptible to complete starvation of oxygen if the coronary arteries themselves are blocked. And also, if heart muscle is not getting the right minerals and antioxidants and, of course, enough oxygen, then the cells of the heart itself are going to be severely compromised. We then, of course, have angina, which is generally to do with poor circulation getting to the heart and the heart muscle. Often, if we're not receiving enough oxygen to the heart muscle, there will be a stimulus of pain throughout the chest, up into the neck, into the jaw, into the arms. Usually the best remedy for that is something to open and relax and dilate the blood vessels so oxygen can get through to the heart muscle really easily. Then, of course, we have arrhythmias, or the heart skipping a beat or fluttering quite consistently. This can generally be a sign of stress and mineral and antioxidant insufficiency. Or, of course, there could typically be an electrical fault within the heart's own electrical system, and various interventions can obviously take place for that. But typically, arrhythmias are very, very supported by lots of magnesium and lots of high antioxidants in the diet. Finally, we have congestive heart failure, and this is where the muscle of the heart has been damaged perhaps in some way, or over a course of a lifetime has not received enough antioxidants, not received enough minerals to do its job properly, to stay healthy and functioning. And so the heart muscle becomes unable to actually pump effectively at all. Essentially, the cardiac output of the heart is compromised. And of course, this inevitably compromises the health of the entire body. If you can't get blood through to the lungs properly, you're not going to get enough oxygen into your body. So it has a huge amount of consequences on health, and is incredibly, incredibly serious. With all the many things that can unfortunately go wrong with the heart, there is some great news in that we can really support the heart and the vascular system nutritionally. As you can see, it's not a pretty situation when things start to go wrong, especially for the integrity of the heart tissue. Both vascular and heart health should be paramount. It should really be a focus for everybody, but especially those over the age of 45. Anyone sort of under the age of 40, 45 should still be thinking about high nutritional foods, high nutritional supplements, in order to put your body in the best possible situation to avoid some of these complications. Now, something really important to note is that postmenopausal women are typically more susceptible of heart issues than those who are pre- and perimenopausal. And of course, men in general are much more at risk than women. So as I've already alluded to, one of the key contributors to all matters of the heart and the vascular system are not having enough good nutrition in the body, especially not having enough good antioxidants, not having enough essential fats in the way of omega-3s, and just simply not having enough vitamins and minerals. So the PrΩmega Heart Bundle provides plentiful amounts of everything that the heart needs to work at its best each and every day. And in addition to the PrΩmega base, which I will speak about shortly, the Ginkgo and Hawthorn combination offers natural and effective herbal support for the heart and vascular system. Let's have a look at ginkgo firstly. Now, ginkgo biloba has a long history in traditional medicines with regards to helping blood and memory disorders as well. Like many of Mother Nature's wonders, it has high antioxidant properties, which may help with vascular health by providing protection against oxidative tissue damage. Now, we all know that oxygen is essential for life. We've already been talking about this, but it can certainly have detrimental effects on the body when there are not enough antioxidants available to help stabilize any unstable oxygen molecules. Now, these unstable oxygen molecules are called free radicals, and they are dangerous because they have an imbalance in their molecular structure. So typically they are missing one electron. Now, this causes them to go rogue and go a little bit wild and start causing damage to cell membranes, to various tissues in the body, and to DNA. Now, heart and vascular tissues are really susceptible to free radical damage, and this obviously then puts them at greater risk for disease. Environmental influences such as UV light, air pollution, and cigarette smoke can also significantly increase free radical activity within the body, and in particular, that which will affect the heart and cardiovascular system. What we need is lots of good antioxidants. Now, antioxidants are basically scavengers for these free radicals, these unstable molecules within the body. And what these antioxidants do is they serve to neutralize these rogue molecules, stopping them on their damaging rampage. And they do this by donating one of their very own electrons. This then, of course, helps to balance out the unstable oxygen molecule and stops it from continuing to cause havoc. So with regards to our herbal support, the hawthorn berries in the Ginkgo and Hawthorn combination are very potent antioxidant fruits. They have powerful supportive properties for the heart and vascular system by way of flavonoids, such as quercetin, which may help in normal inflammatory responses. And when we think about many of the symptoms of poor vascular health are steeped in free radical damage that leads to inflammation. So having the support of helping normal inflammatory responses in the body is very important. Hawthorn berries are also really high in a group of flavonoids called oligomeric proanthocyanidins, or OPCs, which, according to some research, may help in the maintenance of blood vessel integrity, of vasodilation, so that's kind of the opening and the relaxing of arteries, and of course, improving overall blood flow in general. So there you have the main benefits of the Ginkgo and Hawthorn combination. Now, the PrΩmega Heart Bundle, of course, as the name suggests, also has the foundation for overall optimal daily health by way of the PrΩmega daily support products, including the Pea Protein Plus. Now, we know that Pea Protein Plus is not just a protein powder. It contains numerous high nutrient ingredients such as high nutrient and high antioxidant fruits and vegetables, essential fatty acids, various herbs, different enzymes, fibers, and of course a very powerful greens powder. Pea Protein Plus also contains a broad spectrum of vitamins and minerals and amino acids as well, which all come from the quality plant sources of protein. Now, specifically beneficial to the heart within this range, we have vitamins B1 or thiamine, and obviously vitamin C, which we know are very supportive of heart health, as well as L-arginine and L-citrulline. These two amino acids are found naturally in pea protein and other vegan proteins, such as the rice and bean protein within the Pea Protein Plus. And what we know about these two amino acids when working together in the body is that they have been shown to increase a natural gas called nitric oxide, which is in fact a natural vasodilator. So it really helps to open up and expand arteries, allowing for a more free and easy blood flow throughout the body. Then finally, of course, within the Pea Protein Plus, we have the red berry extracts, the pomegranates and the cranberries, and the mangosteen, all incredibly high antioxidant fruits, helping to maintain good heart health and good circulation. We certainly cannot talk about heart health and vascular health without mentioning the all-important omega-3 fatty acids. The super omega-3 product within this bundle is absolutely imperative to good heart health. It has been long known, and these fatty acids have been extensively studied in the area of cardiovascular health. We know that good levels of omega-3 help to maintain normal cholesterol and triglyceride levels. They're also very important for cellular membrane integrity, which of course is vital for overall tissue health, and overall tissue health is vital for overall body health. Omega-3s are also a natural blood thinning nutrient, so these can be very beneficial for people who have blood pressure issues. So before we finish up, I would just like to share a few words from Nature's Sunshine's Chief Scientific Officer, Dr. Matthew Tripp. Now, Dr. Matt Tripp, if you don't already know, is an incredibly skilled and well-renowned scientist in the area of functional nutrition and natural supplementation. He is in charge of developing the superb range of Nature's Sunshine products and has a wealth of experience and many patents to his name as well. So here is what Dr. Matt Tripp has to say about PrΩmega Heart. The PrΩmega Heart Pack provides a combination of daily nutrition with natural ingredients that specifically contribute to heart health. Research confirms the benefits of omega-3s, EPA and DHA on blood pressure, triglyceride levels, and the heart. Pea protein provides a comprehensive blend of vitamins and minerals that contribute to the health of red blood cells, blood vessels, and of course the heart. With the addition of Ginkgo and Hawthorn, this trio of products makes for a complete daily nutrition solution. So there you have it, straight from Dr. Matt Tripp himself, endorsing this highly nutritious, highly effective product combination for heart and vascular health. Thank you very, very much for listening in today. We hope you find the combination of PrΩmega Heart incredibly beneficial, and we look forward to speaking with you on the next training.